Across the world, in many ponds, lakes, reservoirs, and estuaries, an issue largely misunderstood and unknown is wreaking havoc across the ecosystem and leaving in its wake death and destruction. The issue at hand is eutrophication, a problem not many people are aware of or understand its severity. Eutrophication is the process where excess nutrient runoff into nearby waters causes an algal bloom. This is an exponential growth of algae which blankets lake tops in days or weeks. Now you may be thinking, why would more nutrients and more life be detrimental to the ecosystem at large? The reason why is all about balance. Life is about trying to maintain a balance, and the extremely fast propagation of algae in a pond can cause serious implication to the aquatic ecosystem. Plants need nutrients like nitrates and also phosphates. These are essential to their growth, development and ability to produce offspring, with nitrogen-containing compounds used to make amino acids and proteins, and phosphorus-containing compounds used to make polynucleotides. So these elements are extremely important to the plant, which require these biological molecules which contain these elements. Over time, whether due to soil erosion or humans harvesting crops, which also remove nutrients from the soil, we will need to add fertilizers back into the soil. These fertilizers can be artificial or they can also be natural, and they enrich the soil with the nutrients plants need to grow and thrive. However, if we add too much excess fertilizers, they can leach and dissolve, being carried away by rainwater into nearby streams and rivers, which deliver these nutrients to lakes and ponds. This enriches the water with nutrients, causing an algal bloom. The algal bloom covers the tops of lakes, forming an opaque layer on the surface, preventing sunlight from penetrating below the water's surface. This blocking of light deprives aquatic plants growing below the water surface their source of the sun's rays, and thus causes a decrease or stops photosynthesis entirely. Since we all know that's basically how plants make their food and thus live, they'll surely die. These plants dying isn't the main issue here. The main issue is that bacteria and other decomposers breaking down the dead plants. During this process, they use up the dissolved oxygen in the water, which causes other organisms who respire aerobically to die as well, such as fish, for example. Their remains are subsequently broken down by other decomposers who use up even more oxygen, compounding the issue until all the dissolved oxygen is used up, killing most of the aquatic life. The sources of nutrient runoff most typically come from farms nowadays, but seasonal eutrophication from natural sources such as fallen leaves during the autumn can contribute to the issue. Eutrophication can impact whole ecosystems and make them more vulnerable to collapse and or invasion from invasive species. Bodies of waters affected by eutrophication can also impact up the food chain, affecting mammals and other terrestrial animals. They feed on organisms in affected lakes, and this can impact them since algae produce toxins. Drinking and swimming in affected bodies of water can impact human health as well, causing respiratory problems, rashes, and stomach issues. Mitigating the issues can be challenging, but some methods such as diverting excess nutrients, physically mixing the water, though this may prove impractical when dealing with large bodies of water, and applying potent algicides and herbicides. There are even some promising strategies such as using oysters and other shellfish to help mitigate this issue.